Welcome to After School Reviews. Today we're going to be having a look, not at these two figures, if you can tell by the thumbnail, but if these two figures had a baby, which would look like... Yes, it's the Endocop and Terminator Dog figure review from NECA. Now, if we look at the front of the package here, it's a really, really nice thing of the way they've done this. It says Robocop versus the Terminator. You can see though is right above the T, and it's kind of small. You can also see the way that the front of this thing has a lot of comic book style detail on it. And you can also see another T-800 there and some other T-800s in the background. And this Endocop smashing a T-800 to pieces right there. And also it's got a nice shiny metallic blue right here, just as the Terminator 2 3D Ultimate Pescadero of figures, and also the Predator figures of Jekyll Hunter Dutch and example of those. Also, this side here has some more examples. This side has a T-800 being smashed into pieces, and the bottoms of the package on the side says NECA. It's done in a blue style there. Really nice. We turn it around. We can see, I guess this would be the kind of summary of the Dark Horse comics, I guess, for this figure. And then you can see the images of the Endocop and the dog, and then down there it says Robocop versus the Terminator, and it says other figures sold separately, and it says the future Robocop coming soon. That's also a review coming soon, not today, but maybe tomorrow, possibly, hopefully, that'd be great. And on this side we get some more over here. We can see these are the Endocops because of the way their mouth look, and they are flying. And right down here, down the camera, you can see they're flying right there, which looks really cool. And also the top of this package has another image there, and it says Robocop versus the Terminator Endocop and Terminator Dog. And when we open this, we see a nice image of the two figures there, and a nice window packaging of the figures there. So let's have a closer look at the Endocop and Terminator Dog opened and out of their packaging. Now, I don't have a VHS copy of Robocop, but since this figure is based off the Dark Horse comics, I don't have that. So I took the Terminator comic and a Robocop 2014 comic. It's close enough, so why not? And I also took the NECA T-800 Endoskeleton and the Robocop figure. Now, we did have a look at these, I think a month ago, because of this figure, because I wanted to review that, so you could kind of see both of these, and you can kind of see these similarities that they have and the differences. First off being that the kind of the groin area under the chest, or the under the stomach area, you can see that piece has been painted chrome or silver, as the armor has on the other Robocop, and on the original Robocop it's not like that. Also, there's another change up here which is done up there, and I will show you now with that now. That was a lie. I want to look at the Terminator Dog first. Now, I know if you guys have maybe read this up, but Kyle Reese was supposed to come back in time with a Terminator Dog. Now, I don't know if that's what the Dark Horse comics is about, but I thought that was a really cool thing. So if you want to do, I guess, get the Kyle Reese figure and display this. Now, this thing has a lot of detail and a lot of articulation. I can't go over that due to the way this figure is there way too much articulation. But you can see it's not just like a chrome, it's like got all the nice crevices in there, darker colored, like the endoskeleton has been painted by NECA. So it's got that kind of aspect to it. But the articulation on this, just to show you kind of a little bit of rundown to it, the head can rotate all the way around. It can go up and down really nice, and also the mouth opens. So that's really good in my books for this figure. And also the neck down here rotates, and it can do a full 360 if you wanted it to. But it also has a nice angle to it, so you can kind of do different angles with that. And right here, these are on like not just a normal forward and back, but these also can be kind of rotated, so you can rotate these all the way around, and they go out a little bit, and they also go in, which will help display the figure. The ones at the back also do that too as well. So you can really, this figure has a lot of articulation. The leg here also goes forward about so far at that part, and also all the way. That's how it'll go straight. And right here, man, this figure is really kind of so at the tiny parts. I'm not really gonna try and mess with it too much because it's so tiny, but this part right here can go up and down, and it's gonna stay out of focus because of this. It's really small, But right here, the foot can actually kind of rotate. I'm not going to do it on camera, but trust me, it can kind of rotate. I might try and show it with this one. It rotates, I thought so. Well, maybe, I don't know. You can kind of see it rotates around the foot. So that's all I'm going to show you with the front. But if you thought that was it, that's not. Right here in the chest, or in the, I don't know, the torso of the dog, this thing will rotate 360, and it's also kind of in a ball, so it'll go up, down. And then there's another part here, and the pistons are like the other T800. They will go up, down, and they will follow the figure. But this thing can rotate all the way around, but of course there's those pistons there, so you're probably not going to want to do that. And I think these also rotate. I'm not going to try that either. But back here, the legs also go forward and back all the way. And they also bend right here. There's a fake piston there, which really looks cool too as well. So you can get a nice bend there. And a bend here that goes forward. And right here is that joint there with the foot. So that's all for the Endocop, or the Terminator Dog. But for a dog that we have never actually got by NECA before, it's pretty dang good, because I didn't expect that much articulation for this guy. Especially, I don't know how dogs look when they're walking, so I just thought dogs had kind of forward legs like a human, but I guess not. But now we're going to have a look at the Endocop. This is technically just a repaint and a remolding, except I think maybe right here is a different, because these are a lot thicker, and it's a different joint there that attaches to Robocop. And maybe right there too as well. But the arms down here are the same as the T800s. So those are similar, but those are nice. And also the chest here is the same as Robocop. But what's really different here is, instead of Alex Murphy, we see in there is the T800 in there. If I want to get that nice and close angle, because I've realized on my videos they're not as close as they used to be. And you can see the nice detail on the teeth. They painted the teeth still. It's got a nice black and the creases in the silver. This figure's got some blues. It's not just like a chrome. It's got some blues like right here on the mask, or on the helmet. It's also got a red instead of a black visor, which is kind of looks like the new one. And right here, the chin right here is black on the original Robocop figure. But for this figure, they've done a chrome to match the helmet. I guess that's comic book accurate. Same thing with the crotch piece area. But the legs also have some blue too as well. You can kind of see the chrome and then the blues on this figure. So there's blues around the feet. You can see it really there. You can also see it right here, and just generally anywhere on the figure under really nice harsh lighting like this. And it's also even on the back. It's not just on the front of the figure, so you can see that there. So technically, the only thing different with this is the rocket boosters and the arms and the mouth. And everything else looks just like Robocop, except the blue paint and the eyes. And, yeah. But the articulation on this is pretty good. We also, one thing I was wishing to do is this thing that had the pop-up leg, or the holster action. But it doesn't do that, but it has a weird peg here. I don't know what that's all about on the leg there. If I can get that to focus. It's got a hole in mine, sort of. I don't know if that's supposed to be there or what. But I'm going to go over the articulation for Endocop. It is a little stiff because he's been out of the package, but he will rotate his head all the way around. It's just like the Robocop figure. Arms, I'm going to mostly focus on because these are new. And they probably do go up here, but I don't really want to test that. And you can kind of understand why. And this goes all the way around. Does this have a focus? Yes. Okay. And the arm here doesn't swivel or anything, but what it does is the pistons move with it. Pretty nice and cool there, and this rotates here. We also get the Robocop gun, which is the same and reused as that one over there, but that is fine with me. Or I think it's the same one. Almost looks matte over here. I'm going to grab that one right now. Bring Robocop closer. Yeah, okay, so Robocop's is much more shiny. This one's a more matte color. It's much sharper, I think, on this one than Robocop's. Looks really nice, though. So this figure, as cool as it is, it's pretty cheap too as well. It's like $31, I think, and it comes with an extra figure that's really cool. The articulation continues here with this thing rotating. It goes up, down, it rotates, Legs are on a Robocop, body. So they will turn, they go forward, back, and the feet here, oh gosh, do that right there. Kind of scary for me. I don't like doing that. And then they go forward. Oh crap, almost like touch the piston at the back of the feet. The feet have a piston, which is normal with the Robocop figures, and they actually work, which is another cool function with the Robocop figures. And I don't really have any trouble with this guy standing, but again, I have not really messed with this guy out of the package. I don't play with these, if that's a big hint, okay? I just like to review these, and that's practically it. But you can see there is a nice view of the figure. What's the thumbnail? I don't know. You'll see that later, but this thing looks fantastic. And we will have a look at the future Robocop later in this week, hopefully. Let's just hope UPS gets here. So, this thing is phenomenal. Really cool. If we get Robocop here, so we can kind of see the differences in the body there. I think it's maybe a different color of paint silver, but that might just be the blues in there. And then the feet, you can see, have a different blue pieces there. And then the arms are different. And the mouth, if we get a close-up of the mouths there, we can see the mouths also are different on these figures. From the black to the mouth to the jaw piece right there. But overall, it's a nice thing. A nice figure. If we get the endoskeleton, he's so fragile, you guys know this. The mouth, I think, is the same on this. And the arms, you can see, are different. Practically this part, I think, is the same. But this part has been changed over here to be thicker, which is fine. And then I think these hands might be different too as well. Or similar for the hands. To hold the Robocop gun, it might be different. But I don't quite know. Thank you guys for watching After School Reviews. Today we were having a look at the NECA Robocop vs. Terminator, Endocop, and Terminator Dog. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Also, hit the bell icon for when I go live, if I go live, and when I do weekend uploads. And also go to the Sanctuary on Facebook and post action figures, look at action figures, and go live with them. Yes, go live with them. Thank you guys for watching.